Can I do this, you guys? I think I can.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I am so excited to finally sit down and record this video because I have been itching to do a studio makeover for like half a year now, and I have been putting it off. If you look around, you'll see that it is still my old studio setup. So I haven't done anything yet, but I promise you I have a plan. There's nothing super wrong with the way that I've been doing things right now, but I just felt like I needed a change, a switch up in my physical space. I know a lot of us, including myself, love studio makeover, any makeover videos. There's like a beginning, a before, a middle, and an end. And it kind of gives you the same dopamine rush as if you did the work yourself, right? That's why we love these kinds of videos on the internet. So I hope I can do the same for you using my space, and I can keep you company for the next whatever minutes. We'll see how involved this gets. Enjoy! I'll talk to you in a little bit. Bye! First things first, I have to undergo my nightly transformation into my pajamas. The construction projects that we're going to begin with is for my standing desk. I'm a teeny bit embarrassed to say that this box has been in our hallway since earlier this year, but hey, better now than never.
What follows is a brief construction montage.
So why did I put off building this for so long? I don't know. I think I was overwhelmed. Getting familiarized with the initial set of instructions is like 75% of the cognitive load and battle for me. And I built many furniture pieces in my day. All it requires is just kind of sticking to it step by step, piece by piece, and before you know it, you have a complete piece of furniture in front of you. That initial activation energy required from me was not there until now. This corner up against this wall here is where I want that standing desk to go, but obviously I have to clear this wall, so get rid of that shelf. I do want to keep this table, but I want to turn it into a shipping station, which is originally where I had this. Like, this was my shipping table, but as you can see, it's tiny and it needs to go somewhere else, so that's why I'm swapping it out with the large one. Guys, look. This is my lunchbox. No, it's not. She's pink. It's a Barbie summer. It's a Barbie summer! Okay, I'm gonna run out of battery if I keep like this. Okay.
We hope you enjoyed this brief construction montage.
Oh my goodness. Wow, this is nice.
Ooh, this is nice.
No. Oh, this feels so presidential. I did it. I did it. I was a little overwhelmed at first, but step by step. You know my favorite idiom? Many a little makes a mickle.
Many a little makes a mickle.
Does that apply in this case? Like a lot of little things will sum up to a significant thing at the end, you know? Many a little makes a mickle. That's like the story of my life. This can go in the rubbish bin. Goodbye. So what's next on the agenda? I want to install these pegboards. As you can see, they are super happy and bright and yellow and sunshiny. Yellow is one of my favorite colors. And although I showed you my remarkable power drilling skills in the last few clips, I decided to onboard my husband's help for this one, because if I had attempted this, it would have taken me about 4 hours, and it literally took him, I think, 2 minutes and 13 seconds. So yeah, there we go. I am excited to use up some vertical storage now because of these pegboards, so I can rely a bit less on just cramming things into the closet and into my shelves. Are you with me so far? Yes, you are. What is the next order of business? 3 main things. Number 1, see these shelves? I want to clear them out, reorganize all the content inside the shelves, and move them to somewhere else in the room where it's more optimal for them. The second item, which is actually the biggest ticket item, is wallpaper. I am looking forward to the end result, but I'm not looking forward to the process a whole lot, because if you've wallpapered anything before, it's not necessarily difficult. It just is super tedious and frustrating because the details do matter. You'll be chugging along and you'll think you've been doing a good job, like lining everything up, and then you take a step back and it's like wonky. You gotta adjust as you go. And third is a couch. I have a mini couch I want to build. It's going to be replacing those 2 back shelves there. So, oh, I can't believe I almost forgot. I have to show you the wallpaper. 1 second. You can't even see it. This is a wallpaper that I chose. I think this resonated with me because it's my style. You would definitely see this in a dollhouse or in your grandma's cottage. It's cottagecore, cozy, floral, simple. If a crafty little rodent had to pick wallpaper for their studio, don't you think they would pick this? Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking of when I was searching for this. So there you go. I'm sweating because my turtleneck is really warm. Okay. And the bolero, like the shawl I was wearing, is a very thick knit, so I was just overheating. But anyway, can I do this, you guys? I think I can. Wish me luck. Let's get a crack on. The blank wall, it's ready to be pasted over, and oh my god, I feel like chaos has completely erupted again in this room. Now we have the blank shelves over on this side of the room at least, and all this will have a spot very soon, bit by bit, because you know why? What do we say when we're overwhelmed? Many a little makes a mickle. Many a little makes a mickle. Or many a mickle makes a muckle. Depends on who you ask. Okay, I got this. It's going. Whew, okay. Thing with wallpaper, it needs to cure for several hours, like overnight, and then the glue completely dries and cures to the wall, right? So I can't trim these like flaps, tails until tomorrow. That's okay, because I'm still making progress. The part that takes the longest for me, pressing it down so that there's no air bubbles. I purchased the ones that are like pre-pasted, so they just need water to activate it, right? But in a good way, they come with a generous amount of glue and paste, so like the bubbles are kind of thick because they have air and paste stuck underneath them. But I just squeegee them out. Do you see the glue splooging out? Splooge.
Approximately 10 hours later.
I did it! What do you think? The wallpaper is done. I think it looks beautiful. Well worth the frustration and the time. Also, do you see this beautiful little couch that I'm sitting on? I did start recording the process of bringing this couch into this room, but I got a little overwhelmed and stopped because the box that it came in was so humongous. I couldn't even maneuver it into this room, and then I couldn't even take the couch out of the box. So I ended up slicing through the cardboard like an animal to just like collapsed outside of the box around the couch, and then I dragged it to this wall. Does that make sense? So what's important is that it's here now. Now we're going to move on to part 2 of the studio makeover, which is organizing and decorating. Enjoy! How am I doing? I think I'm doing pretty good. I've been really looking forward to this stage, now that the big moving pieces are in place. You know what I mean? Just take a look around me. Oh. It's gonna be a lot of organizing, putting things in places where they belong, maybe coming up with new systems for things, and then decorating. So like beautifying the walls. So anyway, the first thing I want to show you that I want to deal with is the way that I organize my felt. So this is my felt storage. 1 second. I have struggled throughout the years to come up with an optimal way of storing my felt. The system I've resorted to is just color coding them in bags like this, to the best of my ability, stuffing them into this box here. So for the most part, at least it's in one place. Then I've tried trays for a little while. I bought a bunch of these blue trays from the dollar store, thinking that I'll just like keep them on a shelf in like open view. But that got out of hand pretty quick. I finally just committed to buying a rolling cart just for my felt pieces. So let me show you. So this is it. It's a wheelie cart with 10 compartments, which is perfect. 10 main colors. Now they'll have a dedicated tray for each color. It also comes with knobs, like handles. These little baby ones. I thought it would be cute to color code them somehow. I know that paint is not going to stick really well onto the plastic. I don't want to sand it down, and I don't want to buy spray paint. So I'm thinking maybe some felt, hot gluing it on. I don't know, I'm just gonna try some stuff. Let's try it. My husband made this for me. It's from like a latch hook kit. You know, like these you can get. This is a pattern in one of the kits, but he's really good at latch hooking. He's very fast and he likes it and he enjoys it. I'm just gluing in the raw edges of this like latch hook material. I don't know if there's like a proper way to like finish these, but hot glue works. Maybe not. Or if I just put something heavy on top. Okay, so we're gonna move in like a horseshoe shape around the room. So on the leftmost side, I have what I would like to start calling like the central station. So this is where all my items will live. My felt, all my crafty bits and bobs, and my main working table, which is now my standing desk. I think this is where most of the ideation and sketching, there's my sketchbook, will happen. Is at this desk. Moving right along, I have all my embroidery floss and thread. I've never organized them in any different way. I color code them and wrap them around these wooden pegs. And on the other side of the room is my tufting frame. If you've watched my punch needle bags video, you'll see how I set that up. And finally, on the opposite side of that couch is my shipping station. When I first opened my shop, I underestimated just how many shipping supplies I would need. So I have my paper cutter, my envelopes, my receipts, my free stickers that I like to throw in with all my orders. And just look at these, aren't these so funny? I love all these sad cats in different costumes. Just to the right of that is my trusty label printer and my lovely analog scale that I use to weigh my packages. And below that is my shelf full of extra shipping supplies. So my packing tape, bubble mailers, pretty decorative bags, tissue paper, and so on. And underneath my table is where I decided to keep my mailer boxes for easy access. And that concludes the overview / tour of my final studio. Let me know if you want more of an in-depth tour for a future video. Hey! This has been a quite hectic few weeks, as you can imagine. This makeover process took several weeks, hence like the kind of mashup of days and outfit changes is because I kind of lost track of like when I did what, but I think you still saw somewhat of a linear progression of events. I was definitely like, what have I gotten myself into? There are moments in the video, but you know, what have we learned? What's the idiom? Exactly. Many a little makes a mickle. So that's what I kept repeating to myself throughout the last few weeks. But I did want to share with you something that I thought of before this whole process began. Recently, I've gotten kind of into building miniature houses and scenes. And the one that I picked up was this one. I know a lot of you guys have seen examples of miniature rooms like this before, but I just love this cozy little bear in his warm corner. And I think like this bear, he inspired me. When I first set out to do this whole makeover, I was like, this is goals. Like, I want to feel like him when I am in my craft room. Like, this is who I want to feel like. And I think I achieved it to a certain degree. That's who I feel like when I sit on this chair. Anyway, I think this video ended up being a bit longer than I intended. I'm very grateful for your support and keeping me company. I hope that it was enjoyable to watch for you as well. So if you like this video and you want to keep up with the happenings around So What Studio, please give this video a like, a comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you next time. Thanks again. Goodbye.